In this presentation, we will discuss two important updates on daily VAT during the month of August 2014. Let's first take a view on the highlights of update. The first update is related to reconciliation return in CST Form 9 for the year 2013-14 are required to be furnished latest by 30th September 2014. In the Form 9, dealer can also furnish the detail of pendencies of form for the preceding 3 years 2010-11, 11-12, 12-13 if no assessment has been framed from the relevant years. Second update is related to processing of refund claim. Firstly discuss the reconciliation return in CST Form 9, Circular number 5 dated 5th August 2014. All eligible dealers are required to furnish relevant information for the year 2013-14 latest by 30th September 2014. In the Form 9, dealer can also furnish the detail of pendencies of form for the preceding 3 years 2010-11, 11-12, 12-13 if no assessment has been framed from the relevant years. Reconciliation return in CST Form 9. Accordingly, no assessing authority shall frame any central assessment related to the central declaration form and where no refund is involved, as the same shall be generated by the system and operation branch on the basis of the information furnished by the dealer in Form 9. However, the assessing authorities are allowed to frame the central assessment order of the dealers only in such cases where it is required for the processing of the refund claims. Now let's discuss the second update, which is related to processing of refund claim, Circular number 6 of 2014-15. As you are aware that value-added tax is a multi-point tax levied at each point of sale on the sale of goods by state government in exercise of the power conferred by entry number 54 of list 2nd of 7th schedule of the Constitution of India. It provides set-off of the tax paid on the purchase, generally known as input tax credit, and to pay the balance tax on sale of goods in a tax period. If the input tax credit exceeds the output tax liability in a period, the dealer can adjust the excess tax credit towards CST liability, carry forward the same as credit in the next tax period, or claim refund. Thus, refund become vital activity in the VAT regime. Dealer can exercise the refund option in the periodical return of a tax period, and the same is treated as refund application. No separate application for the refund is required to be filed for claiming refund occurring in a tax period by virtue of volume of sale and purchase. In the era of self-assessment, a return filed by the dealer is treated as self-assessed. No verification of the claim made by a dealer is made out in journal, but possibility of false claim made by undesirable elements cannot be ruled out completely. With the advancement of technology and with a view to minimize such incidents, filing of sale or purchase details online was started with the periodical return for some class of dealers. From the year 2011-12, from the year 2012-13, it was made mandatory for all the dealers to file dealer-wise purchase or sale detail online in annexure 2A and 2B along with periodical returns. The filing of such details make the processing of the refund claim easy, and the dealer is not asked to file such details separately as used to be done earlier. Refund is usually caused due to interstate sale at concessional rates, stock transfer to branch or consignee export after making local purchases, etc. Through it is a fact that Delhi is not a manufacturing state, still the local purchase from distributors or wholesaler by the retailers cannot be ruled out. It is also a fact that the number of times a good changed hand and the good become dearer in the proportion it changed hands. Processing of refund claim consists of two components: verification of input tax credit and authentication of sale. Both the components are discussed separately in following paras. The simplest case of input tax credit verification is if all purchases have been made by a refund claimant from the first seller of goods in Delhi and the seller has paid the tax due tax completely as accounted for in the periodical return. Likewise, the second component comprises of sale. If the sale has been made against C form and the form have been filed completely at the time of processing the refund, then there is hardly any hurdle in realizing such refund. But in practice, there are so many kind of cases, complex as well as simple. Circulars on the subject have been issued in the past also. The refund cases prior to year 2012-13, if any, may be processed in accordance with the instruction contained therein. Our system reports may be utilized to verify tax payment, return filing, registration status, etc. of the seller in usual manner. For processing the cases from the year 2012-13 and onwards, input tax credit may be verified by viewing mismatch report and running the actual tax payment report. Assessing authority may come across the cases wherein there may not be any mismatch, but the seller may also happen to be a local buyer. In such cases, ATR may prove to be a great help to find out who has paid tax for which the refund claimant is claiming refund. If ATR does not provide substantial payment of tax, then assessing authority are free to call additional document to prove the authenticity of input tax credit claimed. But all document may be called in one go by issuing notice under Section 59 of DVAT Act. Notice may be issued online. System shall ensure pasting the same on web page of the dealer. AAs are free to frame assessment for mismatch if not framed already. In some cases, ITC may have been carried forward from previous years. In such cases, verification may be done from the period from which it is carried forward. System may assist in generating mismatch report for receipt of debit credit notes by matching annexure 2C and 2D. Second component in refund cases pertain to verify the concessional sales claimed by refund seekers. Export transaction shall be verified by examining EBRC through the link available on DGFT website. If cause of refund is interstate sale or stock transfer against statutory firm, then the dealer has to file the detail of such form in Form 9 online. The cases may not be processed immediately if the dealer has opted to wait for receipt of form in Annexure 2E of the relevant return. Shortfall of forms require assessment to be framed. System will assist in framing such assessment and calculating of tax and interest instantly. However, the transaction against H form and even in E2 forms may be verified wherever required. As usual, all outstanding demand pertaining to DVAT Act, CST Act during VAT regime and unstayed demand under DST Act, CST Act during DST needs to be adjusted out of the refund claim before realizing the same. But demand which has already been recovered may not be adjusted to avoid duplicity. Unassessed cases for any previous year, if any, for shortage of forms or for any other default should be assessed before processing the refund claim. If you have any other queries or questions, you can simply ask us through phone or mail or comment. You can also suggest us some other topic for discussion. Your feedback and suggestions are valuable for us. Thanks.